Coaches, Rick Stewart of All Access Coaching. I'm really excited to bring you this free video, and make sure you hit the subscribe and like button down below. It gives us valuable data as far as what coaches want. And also, if I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll start doing weekly YouTube clinics for free. And if you hit the like and subscribe button, you'll get notified when we upload new content. We're uploading 3 or 4 videos every week.
Now, this is the same play where we do get it off. But the crack and go action, and really later on, I'm going to show you, I've really come working single receiver stuff. Anytime you can give an inside move and work back to the corner has really been good for us the past couple of years. And I think that's a credit to teams. When they have to guard the triple, you're going to get a lot of one-on-one. Now, we got lucky here on our J block. They probably could have called it both ways. Fortunately, they didn't get us with the shove in the back there. Not bad. He just needs to come here, let our athlete work, and he'll bring him to him.
As a play caller, I want to notice and recognize when the secondary rolls with motion. Now, if they aren't rolling with motion, we will have a field day. Okay, now this play has been a real consistent play for us the past 7 years, and we call it Rosco. It is a reverse off the veer. So we're going to fake the veer to the left. Now let me talk about the rules. We call it Rosco right. So we are going to get this defensive end to bite on the reverse action. The rules are pretty simple. The center blocks back and everyone else base blocks, and we wrap the backside guard. Now we are wrapping our guard for whomever shows. Sometimes this will turn into an inside play and the guard kicks and the slot sticks his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Other times, we get the ball to the edge. Now, back in 14 and 15, we were in a true spread set, but lately we've been in a tight flexbone set. But for the past 7 years, along with veer and midline, this has been a go-to play for us. I think it has set up some other good plays for us as well. So as you can see here, the backside guard wraps around the edge here and gets up to the safety, and we get the ball to our best slot running full speed. So again, the rules are center blocks back, everyone else base blocks, and we wrap the backside guard. The way that I edited this play for Coach Fortune by putting in the high def video and cleaning everything up, these are what the edited plays will look like that we post up on CoachTube. We're doing them for all the videos.
Same thing out of this blue set. Now you can see here, now our play side tackle bust, he should just base that 4-tech right there. But we have protection with the guard, and we still get out and get everybody caught up. But like all good offensive plays, if you can get it to your guy, he's going to make a lot of things right. And so our slot on the left side is always a great player. And so trying to find ways to get it to him. And like I said, we don't run it as much out of this spread set as we used to. We do it now more in a more of a traditional tight set. And I'm going to get to some of those clips in a minute. And we will run these. I know all these are going to the right. What we've been working on harder this year is I like to get a better veer fake from the B-back and the quarterback. Okay, so this is the way we're running it more now, out of a kind of a traditional flexbone set. It's still the same. Our play side slot takes a jab step out. Or I'm sorry, not the play side slot. The slot that's going to get the ball takes a jab step out, and then he's going to come around and get it. Right here versus a 4-3. Center's back. Should got great angles and everybody. We're trying to take care of the mic with the veer fake and with the motion. And so it does it there, and that's why we get such a good play. Here's some cut-ups from this year with this play. So early in the season, playing a 50 team. And I say that maybe early on, this play used to be kind of a gadget look for us. But now it's really just become a base play. We ran this play probably 6 times this night. We just couldn't get much else going, and this play saved the day. Get it to our best kid, get a guard out in front. I really like it versus 50. Easy, it's an easy base block for that tackle. Now our guard right here, it's a pretty big tell with his alignment, but really more than anything, I need the left tackle to back up. He's a little tight to the line of scrimmage for us. I like how these guys, he's a little tight. Get him back, and then this won't look so obvious that we're trying to get him out and around. See if we don't get a good veer fake there from the quarterback. I think we got better with that as the year went on. And so, like I said, this play just it morphs out a lot of different ways. Sometimes we get it all wrapped up in the box and we get the ball carrier into the D gap. And then sometimes it comes out and it's just a long trap and we just kick the 9 and then let us and get underneath it. So I like it because it's versatile. It's going to be a good football player with the ball. We're going to have a guard out in front. So I'd say, if you're a flexbone team, I'd really look at putting this in some form or fashion. Now, we don't really teach like this, like our right tackle right there, kind of catching him. We still want to come off, take a power step with his right foot, which would be a 40, because we say base hook is the verbiage we tell him, is he should take a 45-degree step with his right foot, but needs to be a lot more physical, a lot more aggressive than this little where he's just kind of trying to position block and stay there. And so then we can kind of mix this play up a little bit. I want to try to figure out how to get it to other people. So right here, we're just going to flip it to this year anyway, our biggest threat. So now we're doing the same action, except we put a flip tag on it. So now we're just going to flip it here to the wideout coming around, and he gets up, picks up a big first down for us. Later on in the year, and I'll show you here in a minute, we bring the slot too. So we get the veer action this way. Then I got my guard and I got my slot, and then so I really got a guard and a slot coming around to pick up trash and get the ball to a good athlete. Did a nice job getting up in the field as it kind of stretched wide. Same look here. We'll run it all ends of the field. Usually once we get too tight inside the 10, we don't mess with it much, but still it's a good red zone play for us. This year we switched for the first year. We put our B back in a 2-point stance, and so that was an okay move for us. Here's versus a kind of a bastardized 3-3 stack look. Really, that's just a great job by the ball carrier there, making a good play. Okay, and I'm going to talk about this also a little more in our present when, the title of this thing was moving people around to get on the ball. This is the kid that I've been telling y'all about, that for me this year as a coordinator, it was ways to get him the ball outside of throwing post wheel or outside of, throwing a hitch to him, which is still fine. But, there's just a lot of variables when you drop back to throw the ball. So we moved him around all year long, especially once we got into district play. And so right here, we're gonna run the Rosco, the reverse with him. We would and let me just say, my big fear with it was moving a kid around was he doesn't know it. Every week I would teach him just enough to know. And for instance, I would name formations, and he said, for this, we call this brown right. And so he knows on brown right, I go to the strong slot no matter what. And there's only going to be a handful of things to do with it. And I'll get into that a little bit more here in a couple minutes. But like I said earlier, whether it's true or false, I think early on when I was in the flex bone, I could get a little I love the structure. And then I think you've also got to be okay to move away from it at times. If you have a kid, you need to get the ball too. And I don't even know if we blocked a soul, but he was good enough for it not to matter. Here it is, back to the field. Usually I do run it back to the field. That way, at least if they stretch it, we can try to get 4 or 5 as we get stretched.
Coaches, I really hope you got some great information from that YouTube video. Again, hit the subscribe and like button down below. It gives us valuable data. And if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll do free YouTube clinics. And you also get notified when I'm doing those YouTube clinics and when I upload new content to this channel. Thanks for watching, coaches.